With your eyes closed, sitting tall, let your hands into rest somewhere on your lap. Take a few moments just to sit in stillness, this place of quiet reflection, without distraction. Notice that temptation to maybe fidget or adjust. See if you can resist it. Stillness is just as much a part of our practice as is movement. Both together combine to help create more awareness, to expand our consciousness in this practice. Despite all of the wonderful rewards of our yoga practice, I think the end result for most of us, or at least the goal for me as a teacher to offer you, is the chance to expand your consciousness, or your awareness, your sense of self, and of the universe that you belong to. Through our practice, we can see more clearly our relationship to our breath. We can understand how our body moves, maybe make that movement more efficient, more joyful. We can understand our role in the world around us better. We can see that our ability to create joy and to gather knowledge, and to take action, may be discovered or remembered here in this practice, but is used beyond this practice in our day-to-day life. And all of this is just the ways that we expand the power of our consciousness. All of these things like bliss, knowledge, action, stemming from that power. Today in our practice, working on that foundational element of yoga, consciousness, expanding into it, reawakening it, connecting to it, or maybe for the very first time, just taking a look at what that means to expand into consciousness. This, in my mind, is sort of the goal of our practice. Whether we realize it or not, are working towards. Everything else becomes a reward because it takes work to get there. So all the work that we do adds up to all these really great little rewards. At the end of the day, I'm finally done with this. At the end of the day, we get to the expansion or the awareness of our consciousness. Let's bring our hands together at our heart, please. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Blink your eyes open, sweep the arms up. Take a big breath in, reach up to your fingertips. Bring your hands to your heart, side out, let it go. Same thing. Inhale, sweep the arms up, big breath in. Hands to your heart, side out, let it go. One more time. Inhale, big stretch, reach up, try to touch the ceiling. Hands to your heart, exhale. Please seal your lips so that your jaw is not clenched, but your mouth is closed. We're breathing through just the nostrils. In through your nose, breathe in. Hold it, just as though you were signed out through the mouth. We'll breathe through the nostrils. So the lips are sealed, exhale through your nose. Should make a pretty audible sensation. You can feel the vibration, you can hear the sound. Let's do that again. In through the nose, hold it. With your lips sealed, side out through the nostrils, exhale. Maybe the breath is starting to get louder, feel more intentional. In through the nose. Hold it, just as though you were signed it out, keeping the energy and the heat of that sound within the body. Out through the nose, exhale. This is our Ujjayi breath, and we use this breath to build heat internally, to keep our focus and our awareness in this moment. Let's come forward on the hands and knees, Continuing to breathe through your nostrils, please. In through your nose and out through your nose and onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide, hands under shoulders, please. Turn your fingers just a little bit out towards the sides, just a small turn out to the sides. We're gonna make some small circles around the wrists, breathing in and out through your nostrils. In through your nose and out through your nose, continuing to create that sound element as you breathe. Switch directions. In through your nose, out through your nose. Continuing to create that sound sensation. You should hear your breath. You should feel your breath. Turn your palms face up, please. Point your fingers in towards each other. Wiggle your fingers, roll out your thumbs, rock side to side. Pressing down to the backs of your hands, in through your nose, out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, roll out your thumbs, rock side to side for 3, 2, and 1. Please turn your palms face down. Point your fingers back towards your thighs this time. Lean forward, cat pose. Exhale your breath out through the nose. Hollow your belly. Scoop your tailbone under. Inhale, cow pose. So now we'll start to notice that our breath is directly supporting our movement. Inhale is creating extension. Exhale, rock forward, cat pose, creating contraction. Round the spine, lift the belly. Inhale, cow pose. Move your thighs back. Lift your chest up, extend through the spine. Exhale, contraction. Round forward, one more time. Inhale, cow pose. Very good. Sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet, please. Sitting back onto the tops of your ankles. Hands right next to your heels. You can stay right here and just work on getting more comfortable in this deep knee flexion where the knee is fully bent. Or if you want, lean back, maybe the knees start to come up. You can do one knee at a time to kind of test the waters to feel it out. Or if it feels good, go ahead and just lift up both knees and take it up as far as you want, getting a nice stretch for the tops of your ankles, the front of your shins. It's called the anterior tibialis. It's really great for creating more ankle mobility and more support for your knees. Hold and breathe. 3. In through your nose, out through your nose. 2. And 1. Lower your knees down. Come forward, back onto your hands and knees, please. Reach your left arm out to the left. Stretch out through your left fingertips. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath you. Land all the way down onto the back of your left shoulder and onto the left side of your head. Walk your right fingertips forward towards or beyond the top of the mat. And breathe. So work on getting the right side to be really long. Press to your right fingertips. Tack your right hip back just a little bit. Make our legs more active. Tops of the thighs squeeze towards each other. Inner thighs are spinning back, so the outer hips are getting wider. It's a pretty subtle action, but if you feel it, it's like your thighs are spiraling in the hips. And that's creating more space across the back body. The hips broaden, the low back broaden. And without losing that action, reach to your left fingertips more, please. Draw your belly in and twist. Look up underneath your right armpit. In through your nose, out through your nose. We'll start to unwind. Please bring your right hand back down right in front of your nose, please. Push through your right hand, inhale. Sweep your left arm up to the sky and step your left foot back behind you. Reach forward to your left fingertips. Lean back, look up, big breath in as you stretch long through the left side of the body. Look forward, step forward, exhale, left foot steps all the way to the top of the mat. Go ahead and place your left hand down right inside of your left ankle, please. Rock forward, lunge. Stretch through your legs, pull forward into your chest. If you're familiar with our practice enough to know what a Cobra Pose or an upward dog feels like, create a similar sensation here and now. Chest is pulling forward and lifting up, just like you were in a Cobra Pose. Please straighten your left leg now. Flex your toes, straighten your left leg as much as you can. I'm going to encourage you to keep your hands on the inside of your left ankle. Maybe you don't get your left leg all the way straight, that's fine. Create more awareness here of what's going on. Create more intention and action. Tone your thighs, make your leg muscles active. Your quadriceps flex, even your calf muscles are engaged. Maybe even your glutes are starting to engage. Don't lose that. Scissor your thighs together. It feels like you're drawing your left heel back towards your left hip. Without losing that action, start to press to your left foot, press to your right knee, fold in a little bit deeper. Right? We don't need to reach a certain end pose, a certain end aesthetic in the pose, but we want to try to create more awareness of what's going on, creating a sense of engagement so we know exactly how we're connecting to the pose. Inhale, rock forward and lunge, please. Stretch through your chest, stretch through your legs. Same thing here. Tone your thighs, drop thighs to hips, press out through your legs, pull forward through your chest. All right, so we're always doing those little actions. Exhale, straighten your legs, same thing. Tone your thighs, drop thighs to hips, fold in. Inhale, rock forward, lunge. Tone your thighs, drop thighs to hips, stretch it out. Pick up your back knee, please. Straighten your front leg, straighten your back leg as best you can. Let's hold it here for one breath. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to swing your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. So to our downward dog with your left leg lifted. Press to your hands, lift up and back to your left leg, and just a little bit of core work. Please bring your left knee to your left shoulder, rock forward, tap your left arm as high up the arm as you can. Inhale, send your left leg up to the sky, please. Press to your hands, exhale, left knee, left shoulder, rock forward, tap the arm. Inhale, send it up and back. One more time, exhale, left knee, left shoulder, tap the arm. Very good. Now stay in plank pose. Re-extend your left leg out back behind you, still in your plank position. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Right arm reaches forward. Big breath in, get long from your fingertips to your back leg. Your right elbow and left knee are going to tap 3 times. Exhale, round in, squeeze. Inhale, extend it out, stretch. 2 more like that. Exhale, round in, squeeze. Inhale, extend it out and stretch. Last time, exhale, round in and squeeze. Inhale, extend it out. Listen carefully, lower your left knee down to the ground. Reach your right arm out to the right. Big breath in. Thread the right arm underneath the left arm. And lower all the way down onto your right shoulder. Walk your left fingertips forward towards the top of the mat, maybe beyond it. Now reach out through your right fingertips. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. We'll keep the breath flowing deeply and use it to help us create more awareness in this position. So with the inhale, you'll tack your left hip back a little bit more, moving your hips slightly to the right. With your exhale, you'll twist a little bit deeper, turning your heart toward the sky. Maybe looking up underneath your left armpit. One more breath. Inhale, take your left hip back a little bit. Exhale, twisting. Look underneath your left armpit. Starting to unwind. Place your left hand back down in front of your nose. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky and step your right foot back, supported side plank pose. Big stretch forward through your right fingertips. Inhale to get longer, look up. Exhale, please step your right foot all the way forward to the top of the mat. Right foot steps forward, right hand down inside the right ankle. Just a reminder to engage your legs. Both hands down, tone your thighs so that the muscles in the legs are active. Then scissor your thighs together, drop thighs to hips. Without losing that, lunge deeper. Press into your feet, pull your chest forward. Same thing with the extension. Exhale, straighten your right leg, tone your thighs. Press your right heel down, drag your right heel energetically back, drawing thighs to hips. Press out through your feet and fold in. Inhale, rock forward, active legs. Exhale, shift back, straight and active legs. Inhale, rock forward. Look forward and lunge. Tuck your back toes, please. Pick up your back knee, straighten your front leg. Press through your hands. Swing your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky, downward dog with your right leg lifted. See if you can press out through your right heel so that the right leg is strong and active. Inhale. Right knee to the right shoulder, rock forward, tap the arm. Inhale, right leg goes up and back. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder, rock forward, tap the arm. Inhale, up and back. A little bit different for this round. Exhale, right knee, right shoulder, hold it here. Stay in your plank pose, stretch your chest forward, reach your right leg back, still in your plank position. Now lower your left knee down to the ground. Reach your left hand forward, big breath in, stretch long from your fingers to your toes. Exhale, elbow and knee tap, round it in. Press to your right hand, lift your belly, squeeze it in. Two more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Stretch it out, inhale. Lower your right knee down, lower your right hand down. Shift your weight forward now. Start to lean forward into your hands a little bit more. You're gonna bring your elbows to your ribs and lower your chest and chin down to the ground. Hips are lifted, chest and chin are down. Press down into the tops of your feet and use them as anchors. Slide your chest forward, Cobra Pose. Hips pull forward, chest pulls forward. Elbows pin back. Rather than forcing yourself up higher, can you get longer here? Dragging your chest forward and broaden across your shoulders. Take it back, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up high to your tiptoes, please. Tiptoe walk your feet forward, stay as high up on the toes as you can. We'll come all the way forward, forward fold, top of the mat. Feet about hip distance apart, knees are very generously bent. Let's say your stomach and thighs might be touching here. Let the neck relax, drop your head down towards the ground. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. With your knees deeply bent, bring your chin to your chest. Push down into your feet, roll your way up to standing. Nice and slow slow spinal roll. Inhale, take your arms up to the sky, reach up to your fingertips. Grab a hold of your right wrist, side bend to your left side. Make sure that the body is engaged here so that we're not heavily in our low backs. You can tone your thighs, please. Squeeze your glutes. Draw your navel in. Press through your feet. Stretch through your right fingertips. Let's take it back up. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Same thing. Tone your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Draw your belly in. Side bend to your right side. Keep the pressure out of your low back. We want to focus on our lateral extension here, our side bend. Inhale, come back up. Let's cactus the arms. Shoulder blades squeeze towards each other on the back body. Shoulder blades move down towards your back pockets. Lift into your chest, curl back just a little bit, maybe even peek up at the ceiling. Take a chair pose now. Arms up, hips back, chair pose. What's helpful here is to bring your knees back over your ankles, everybody. So if you're pushing your knees forward over your toes, it's gonna feel like a lot of tension on the back of your calf. Pull your knees back over your ankles. Please hug your shins in. Spin your inner thighs down towards the ground. Broaden your hips. Sit through that space. Big breath in, get low. Nice, Taylor. Exhale, forward fold all the way in, nose to knees. Lift up halfway, please lengthen your spine. Place the hands down, step back to plank pose, or if you are practicing jumping back, landing in bent elbows, chaturanga. Right, either option is great, just make sure you do the one that best serves your practice. Take it back, chaturanga. Cobra pose, get longer, pull forward. Downward facing dog, take your hips up and back. Sun salutations, inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Stay high on your toes and tiptoe walk your feet all the way forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, press into the shins, lift up halfway. Create action in your legs, hug your shins in, spin your inner thighs back, bend your knees a little bit so that you have some space to extend the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach your arms up. Once again, cactus your arms, exhale, shoulder blades draw towards each other, then pull down to your back pockets. Chair pose, inhale, reach your arms up, move your hips back. Please hug your shins in, spin your inner thighs down. Broaden through your hips and low back. Good, Gabe, lift your chest up a little bit more. That's it, now sit lower. Again, nice, good, Catlin. Exhale, forward fold, very good, Elizabeth. Inhale, lift up, halfway, lengthen. Plant your hands, step back to plank, or hop back to Chaturanga. Make sure if you're jumping, good, Derek, you land with bent elbows. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, breathe. Lift up to your toes and tiptoe walk your feet all the way forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, lift up halfway. Press through your shins, extend through your spine. I would recommend for most of us to bend our knees here. That way you can focus on extending through the spine more. Send your awareness now into your back. Is your back feeling like it's stretching, or is it feeling like it's rounding? Inhale, lengthen, pull the bottom of the heart forward. Exhale, folding, bring your nose to your knees. Rise up, reach your arms to the sky. Cactus your arms, exhale, little baby back bend, chest lifted, legs active, chair pose. Inhale. Shins in, inner thigh spin down. Broaden your hips, sit through that space. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga, landing with bent elbows if you're hopping back. Cobra pose, shoulders back, heart forward. Downward facing dog, hips up and back. Option this time to step forward or to hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Please bend your knees. Step 1 foot at a time or hop both feet together, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, lift up halfway. Press through your shins, extend through your spine. Good, tell your shoulders back even more. Yes, very good. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Inhale, rise up, arms to the sky. Bring your hands to your heart, please. Exhale. Sun salutation B, changing very slightly our approach into the chair pose. So we're still going to do the shins in, thighs down action to broaden the hips, working on our foundation just a little bit more. Feel for a moment, my friends, the 4 corners of your feet pressing down. The big toe mound, the inner edge of your heel, the pinky toe mound, and the outer edge of your heel. So you're pressing down to these 4 corners, right? Keep that, very good. Now imagine that you are the Incredible Hulk, maybe She-Hulk, whatever you connect with. And now you want to create enough tension in your mat that it feels as though you're going to pull your mat apart with your feet. Let's start doing that now. Press down to those 4 corners of your feet and start to tear your mat apart, feet pulling apart energetically. So if you look down at your mat, it looks as though you're going to start to tear your mat in half. Keep doing that. Chair pose. Inhale. Don't let it go. I know it's going to really get spicy in a second. You're tearing your mat apart with your feet. Keep pressing through inner and outer edges evenly. Hold that. One more breath. Sit a little bit deeper. Should make your legs very, very excited to be here. Exhale. Forward fold. Nose to knees. Very good job. Inhale. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga or plank to Chaturanga. Good, Kim. Inhale, Cobra Pose or Upward Dog, shoulders back, chest lifted, exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Bring your left knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your right heel down, pause. You're going to spin your inner right thigh back until you feel the pinky toe edge of your right foot firmly pressing down. This is, again, that foundational element of our practice where we're feeling the big toe mound, inner heel, pinky toe mound, and outer heel of both feet pressing down. Keep spinning back through your inner right thigh and rise up, Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1. Inner right thigh is spinning back so much that it makes the right hip come forward a little bit. You're getting more this broadening of the low back action. Keep pressing through the right foot so that the pinky toe edge doesn't lift up. Squeeze into your right glute. Draw your belly in. Stretch. Press through your feet. Stretch through your legs. Reach up and back with your fingertips. Inhale. Release the hands down. Exhale. Take it back, please. Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra Pose. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Please lift your left leg up to the sky. Oh, sorry, right leg up to the sky. Right leg lifts up, right knee into your chest, step between your hands. Spin your left heel down, pause. Start to spin your inner left thigh back until you feel the pinky toe edge of your left foot really solidly pressing down. It's something you probably won't see in my demonstration of the pose, but you have a chance to feel it and connect to it to create more awareness of the action. Inner left thigh spins back, pressing firmly through your left foot. Rise up, Warrior One. Keep that action alive. Tone your thighs, squeeze your heels towards each other. Keep pressing down through the inner and outer edges of the feet evenly. Inner left thigh spins back, keeping the pinky toe edge of the left foot firmly sealed into the mat. Squeeze your left glute, draw your belly in, press into your feet to lunge deeper. Lift into your chest, stretch up and back, inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Take it back, please, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward Facing Dog. Exhale. Let's take 3 breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet together. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Once again, try to tear the mat in half with your feet so that your inner thighs are spiraling down or spiraling back and your outer hips are getting broader. Inhale, chair pose. Drop your hips, lift your chest. Press firmly through your feet, tearing the mat in half. Thighs spin down. Get low, get even lower. Bring your butt to the ground, boat pose. Nice job, everybody. Take your feet up, squeeze your thighs together. Point your toes, lift into your chest. We'll do this 3 times. You're going to tap the ground with your toes. Squeeze your thighs as close to your chest as you can, then re-extend your legs straight up to the sky. Let's do that again, 2 more times. Tap the ground with your toes, pull your thighs into your chest, extend your legs up. 1 more time. Toes tap the ground. Thighs squeeze to ribs. Extend your legs up. Keep it there. We're going to lower slowly back, Ardha Navasana. Lower back, lower back. Nice and slow. Keep the legs up. Keep the shoulders up. If you need support from your arms, that's fine. Do your best to stay engaged in your core. Draw your navel down. Squeeze your thighs together. We'll hold it for 5. Stay with me, friends. 4, You've got this. You're strong. 3. Stay with it. 2. Take your legs up to the sky. 1. Lower your head down to the ground. Legs up, head back. Hold and breathe. Legs up, head back. Interlace your hands behind your head, please. Bend both of your knees. Take your left elbow to your right knee. Extend your left leg out. Hold it for the full exhale. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Hold it. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, head down, knees together. Right elbow, left knee. Extend your right leg out. Hold it for the full exhale. Exhale, slow. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, head down, knees together. One more time, each side. Take it slow, be very intentional. Left elbow, right knee. Extend your left leg out. Hold it. Exhale, 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 exhale. Knees together, head down, big breath in. Last time, right elbow, left knee, extend your right leg out, pull your belly down, hold it, exhale, 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 all the breath out, head down, knees together, stretch your legs up to the sky, reach your arms over your head, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Nice job, my friends. So hopefully now the core is feeling nice and engaged. We're going to utilize that. Rock and roll your way up to chair pose, please. Back up to chair pose. Keeping our core engaged will help us a lot with this next action. Lift up to your toes, come down onto your heels. Place your hands down on the ground, spread your fingers wide. We're going to come into crow pose next. Knees into the arms. You're still creating that same action in the core, thighs to ribs, pulling in. Lean forward, rock forward. It's okay if your feet don't come off the ground. Maybe you're just working on establishing a really solid foundation, breathing deeply here. We want to expand our awareness of what we're capable of doing, what's possible. Right? All of this is within us already, the ability to do this pose, to do this shape. We're just uncovering it through new awareness of our strength, gaining of new knowledge, and accessing this pose. Tone your thighs, squeeze thighs to ribs, look forward, rock forward. Just be aware of the shape, be aware of the strength that's already within you. And when you're ready, pick up your feet, one or both at the same time for 3. Nice, Christian. Hips up a little higher, Christian. 2. Please step back. 1, plank pose. Lower down, Chaturanga. All right, Cobra Pose. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Gotta love a good crow pose in the morning. The idea is to continuously expand our consciousness. What is possible? What are we capable of? No limitations as we expand. All we do is continue to seek knowledge and joy through movement, through breath, through intention. And all those help to define our expanded consciousness. Bliss, knowledge, action. These are part of the toolbox of consciousness. When we utilize them, we expand. One more breath here. Inhale, please lift your left leg to the sky. Take your left knee to your left shoulder, step outside of your left hand, and lower your right knee down to the ground. Circle your left arm up and back, please. Grab a hold of your right foot, give it a good little squeeze. If you want to come down onto your right forearm, it's going to make it a little bit deeper. You're welcome to go there if you'd like. Wherever you are, roll your left shoulder back, roll your right shoulder back. Good. Oh, good. Alex, roll your right shoulder back more. Bottom arm. There you go. Pull your heart forward, everyone. Lunge a little bit deeper. Inhale, release your back foot. Place your left hand down on the ground. Pick up your back knee. We're turning towards our right side and coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Big toes turned in. Inner thighs spinning back. Press to all four corners of your feet. With a solid foundation, we can now expand freely into the pose and into our own consciousness. Inner thighs spin back. We broaden and expand. Exhale, fold in. Work the crown of your head towards the ground. Really focusing today on qualities of expansion. Press to your feet. Fold in, head towards the ground. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips, please. Take your left hand down, right underneath you. Open your right arm up to the sky for a twist. Inner thighs back. Stretch your heart forward. Twist, try to stack your shoulders as best you can. Let's wrap the right arm behind our back, please. If you can, hook your right fingertips inside of your left thigh or hip crease. Turn your left toes back to face the front of the mat and place your left hand down inside your left ankle or bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Side angle pose, left side. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Left hand down inside the left ankle, left side bent, right leg extended. If your right arm is behind your back, you're leaning towards your left leg. Very good. Tone your thighs and squeeze your heels together. Inner right thigh presses back, once again, sealing off the back edge of your back foot, the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Don't lose that. Please wrap your outer left hip back and underneath you. Then stretch. Stretch through your legs. Pull forward into your chest. Beautiful work, my friends. Start to straighten your left leg. Take it to Skandasana now on the right side. Right knee is going to bend. You can unwrap the arms, straighten your left leg. You don't need to get low here. Keep your heels down. Keep that foundation really solid. Move your hips back. You can expand now really freely because we're so stable. Thighs hug in towards the hips. Press out through your feet, lift into your chest. Maybe the hands come up. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Both hands down inside the left ankle. Place your right hand down. Open your left arm up to the sky. Side plank to the right side, please. Step your left foot to your right foot. Your right hand is down and your left arm is lifted. Breathe, everybody. In through your nose, out through your nose. Good, Elizabeth. Press to your right hand a lot. Spin your right shoulder back. Option, step your left foot back. Wild thing. Very nice. When you're ready, come back around. Plank pose. Good, Annie. Lower down. Chaturanga. Elbows to ribs. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Please lift your right leg high to the sky. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Step outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Circle your right arm up and back to grab your left foot. Option to come down onto your left forearm. Tone your thighs, draw thighs to hips. Spin your inner left thigh back, squeeze into your left glute, press through your feet and lunge. Qualities of expansion. We're broadening the low back. Open up across the chest, roll your left shoulder back, roll your right shoulder back. Stretch. Release the back foot, please. Place your right hand down, pick up your left knee and turn towards your left wide-legged fold. If you want to grab your feet or ankles this time, pull yourself in for a slightly deeper fold you can, but work on keeping the feet solid, inner thighs spiral back, press through your feet, fold in, drop the crown of your head towards the ground, relax your neck, unclench your jaw, deepen your breath, in through your nose and out through your nose. Your legs should feel strong and active here, supporting you as you stretch. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Place your right hand down, open your left arm up to the sky. Hold the twist, thighs back, heart forward. Expand into the twist. Wrap your left arm behind your back, please. Left arm behind your back. Listen carefully. Turn your right toes to point forward towards the top of the mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right ankle. Stay here or bring your right forearm to your right thigh for a more supported variation. To go deeper, keep the right hand down inside the right ankle. All right, so we're now in a side angle pose. Left arm is behind the back. Right toes are pointing forward towards the top of the mat. Breathing deeply here. Tone your thighs, squeeze heels together. Look for that opportunity to expand, not just physically, but with knowledge, with awareness. Inner left thigh spins back, broaden the left hip. Outer right hip wraps under, deepen into your lunge. Lean back, shoulders back, heart open. Turn to your left side, Skandasana now. Unwind the left arm, bend into your left knee, straighten your right leg. Take your time to get there, heels down, squeeze heels together. From the hips, press out through your feet. Breathe. Every time we do something that we have not done before, or maybe we haven't done it today or lately, every time we feel something, it's a chance for us to expand our knowledge, our experience base, expand our consciousness. Walk your hands forward, come to the top of the mat. So each time you move, each time you breathe is an opportunity to expand. Open your right arm up, step your right foot back. Stay here, side plank or wild thing. Because even though you may have done a wild thing before, no two are exactly the same. So each one is new. Each one is a chance to grow, to learn, to add more experience to your retinue of experiences, let's say. The chance to expand. Come back around, both hands down, plank pose. Lower, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a couple of breaths facing the front of the mat, just like we have been, still facing the same direction. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, please. Left knee to your left shoulder, step outside of your left hand. Please lower your right knee down, circle your left arm up and back, grab a hold of your right foot. You can stay on your right hand or drop it down to the forearm again. Good. So June, rather than looking towards me, look out towards your left. Just open up into the twist. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Roll your left shoulder back, roll your right shoulder back. Pull your heart forward and breathe. Good, Jody. Release the back foot. Circle your left arm all the way around. We're turning back to the right side, wide-legged fold. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips. Place your left hand down. Open your right arm up to the sky. Right arm is up in the sky. Wrap your right arm behind your back, please. Turning back to your left side. Left toes point towards the top of the mat. Left hand to the inside of the left ankle, or left forearm to left thigh. Other way, Nora. Nora, other left side. Yeah, there you go. Tone your thighs, squeeze heels together, press your right thigh back. Pull your heart forward, good, Barry. Roll both shoulders back. Nice. Jody, roll right shoulder back even more. You got it. So good. Good. Aaron, take your left hip back a little bit more. Nice, Jen. Press to your back foot more, Jen. Lunge. Turn to your right side, Skandasana. Good, Vittorio. Right knee bending, left leg extending. Sit your hips back. Get really low. All right, it's a big movement from here. We're going to take it up into a Halfmoon Pose this time. Pushing off your right foot, walking your hands towards the top of the mat. Place your left hand down and just forward of your left foot. Lift your right leg up and open your right arm up to the sky. Stacking your hips and shoulders as best you can. Breathe. Don't worry about looking at me as you build the pose. Find balance within your own space. Reach up with your right fingertips. Try to touch the ceiling. Good, Johnny. That right arm, Johnny, make it more active, reaching upward. Left leg just as engaged. Tone your thighs. Press your heel back. Lift your back leg up, everybody. There you go, Aaron. Even more right leg lifts. So good, my friends. We're stepping back, warrior two. Right foot steps back, rise up, warrior two. Right away, taking it down. Let's finish strong. Side plank pose to the right side. Right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Step your left foot to your right foot. Press to your right hand a lot. Maybe you take it into a wild thing. Take your time. If it doesn't feel right, just go to a down dog. Maybe skip the extra wild thing or extra side plank if it isn't called to you. Eventually, we'll bring both hands down to the ground and lower Chaturanga. Nice, Monica. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. So good, my friends. Right leg goes up to the sky, please. Bring your right knee to your right shoulder. Step outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down. One more time. Right arm reaches up and back. Grab a hold of your left foot. Stay here or come down onto your left forearm. Make sure you're rolling both shoulders back, pulling your heart forward. Every pose, every breath, an opportunity to expand. Not just physically, expand our knowledge, our capacity for understanding, our commitment to self and to practice. Release the back foot. Please turn to your left, wide-legged fold. We're going to turn it right into a twist. Lift up to your fingertips. Your right hand is on the ground. Your left arm will open up to the sky for a twist. Your left arm is in the sky. Wrap your left arm behind your back until your left fingertips find your right thigh. Keep it there. Turn your right toes back to face the front of the mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right ankle. You're facing back to the front of the mat. If you'd like, you can bring your right elbow to your thigh for a little more support. Great. And again, you don't have to keep facing at me. Turn, roll your left shoulder back. Good. Better. Outer right hip wraps back and underneath you. Stretch forward through your chest. Look over towards your left. Lean your left shoulder back. Breathe. Nice, my friends. Unwind your bind. Nice, Annie. Turn to your left side. Skandasana. Left knee bending, right leg extending. Heels squeeze together. Press out through your feet. We're going to turn this into a strong balance pose. It's a Halfmoon Pose. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Right hand is going to walk forward and a little bit to the right. Your left leg will lift up and you'll balance Halfmoon Pose. Find the balance on your own, in your own space. Tone your thighs, squeeze your glutes. Expand, lift your left hip up, press out through your feet. Nice, Tiffany. Stretch out through your fingertips. Tiffany, legs active. Tone thighs, extend, press out through those heels. Yeah. Breathe for 3. Good, Johnny. 2. Nice, Monica. And 1. Warrior 2. Soft landing. Step it back. Left foot steps back. Right arm comes up. Just for a breath. Warrior 2. Stretch through your legs. Side plank pose. Left hand is going to come down to the top of the mat. Right arm is going up to the sky. Slowly, with control, step your right foot back. If you need to skip it, you can skip it. Eventually, stepping your right foot back, wild thing. Option to expand and stretch into the shape. Press through your feet, lift through your hips. Breathe. Come back around, plank pose. So good, my friends. Lower down, Chaturanga. Cobra Pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Turn your heels in and your toes out, coming down into a squat. Hands to your hearts. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. A couple of breaths here. In through your nose, out through your nose. Place your hands down, lift your hips up, forward fold, pull your hips to the sky. Drop your head. 2 more times, bend your knees, come down into a squat. Lift your chest, look forward, maybe even look up a little bit. Exhale, hands down, forward fold, lift your hips. Squeeze your glutes, press to your feet. 1 more time, inhale, squat, bend your knees, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Right, inhale, come back into a squat. Here's what we're gonna get a chance to play with. One of my favorite transitions to work on, we're gonna practice crow pose and giving you the option to then turn that crow pose into a headstand. You have the option of also just doing a headstand or just doing a crow pose. Maybe if you choose to do neither one of those, you stay right here in your squat and you work on holding the squat, maybe adding some twists into it, right? Arm up here, just trying to stay active. Give yourself the chance to expand, to learn more about what you're capable of. All right, if you're going with me on this journey, we'll start with the crow pose. I'll bring my hands down about shoulder width apart, knees to the backs of my arms. Now, maybe you're not gonna lift the feet up for the transition, and that's fine. You can keep your, notice how high my hips are, friends. I'm not gonna get my hips way low and try to get off the ground by staying low. Really wanna get your hips up nice and high. Push through your hands, hug your forearms in. So you've gotta draw in to expand out. Next, I'll lean forward. Maybe the feet stay down, maybe they come up. All right, to lower your head down, you'll start to drop your chin into your chest and bring the top of the head down to the mat. This might be as far as you want to go again. Great, you're on your head, it's a headstand, perfect. If you want to keep going, squeeze your heels into your bum and maybe lift, let's just do one leg at a time. See how that feels? If that feels good, you can use your lifted leg to help bring up your bottom leg. Squeeze in, just like those core work, the core work we were doing earlier. Squeeze in, thighs squeeze together. To come down at slow motion, really slow. Don't fall, don't drop out of it. Slow motion as best you can. Maybe you take it back up to a crow pose, pushing through your hands, bringing your chin off your chest, and back into your squat. Go for it now. If you have questions, ask. If you want something else to do, let me know. I'll help you out. Options, again, are doing that full transition. Maybe you're just going to continue to work on your crow pose. The feet never have to leave the ground. You work on rocking forward and back like a rocking horse. Forward, hips up, and back. Maybe you're just coming into your headstand without even bothering with the crow pose. In that case, you might start on your knees and just drop your head down, then lift your hips up and walk your feet in. You can do 1 foot at a time. Maybe the other leg is ready to come up. And at the top, squeeze the midline. Forearms hug in, thighs squeeze together. Press through your hands. From the roof of your mouth, extend down through the crown of your head. And from the roof of the mouth, extend up through your feet. When you're ready to come down, nice and slow, lower. get a chance to observe for a second here. If you have nothing to do, let me know and I'll help you find something to work on. Either a crow pose, a headstand, a crow pose two, a headstand, nice hipping, or you can lie on your back and take your legs up to the sky for sort of plow pose. You should have something to work on to keep you present. Good, Catlin. Keep taking those feet up, up, up. Good.
What's the secret of coming back down into crow from a headstand?
That's a good question. Practice, I think, and using a lot of core, a lot of arm strength. So if I'm coming back down from my headstand, there's no secret per se, but I'm gonna bring my knees into my chest, my thighs into my ribs, and I'm gonna keep squeezing in, thighs to ribs. So I don't want my legs to rest on my arms, then I'm disengaged. I'm gonna keep pulling my thighs into my ribs, and I'm moving my hips back, tilting back into my hips, kind of pushing my butt towards my heels, pushing through the hands a lot, then just gonna turn my gaze forward. Takes a little bit of practice. It's kind of like doing a push-up. You gotta work on how to distribute your weight so that there's less weight forward in your shoulders. All right, so again, we'll take about another 30 seconds or so here. You're either headstand, crow posing, or plow posing. Good, Stephen, good option. These look great, everyone. Giving us one last practice round. Go for it, Alex. Alex, amazing. That was so good. All right, friends. And if you've got a burning desire to finish up your last piece of work, go for it now. If you're ready to move on, don't worry, we will get plenty of more chances to work on this. This is one of my favorite transitions to work on in yoga. I feel like it's a really great way to expand our practice. Good, Michael, you got it. Really close. So Michael, make sure you continue to hug the forearms in as you come down, okay? So your knees kind of came down and I saw you deflate a little bit. Gotta hug in, gotta pull in. It's not a chance to rest, it's engaging, it's gonna keep you up. All right, let's come on to our backs, please, everyone. Nice job, friends. If you have any questions at all, always feel free to reach out and ask. Here to help and make sure we stay safe and supported. When you're ready, we're gonna come into bridge pose, arms by your side, feet flat on the ground. Inhale, lift your hips up for bridge pose. Just like we did earlier with the chair pose, hug your shins in, spin your inner thighs down, lift through your outer hips. Right. We're broadening the low back, expanding across the low back, then extending through that space. Squeeze your glutes a little bit, lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of your knees. Take a couple of breaths here. If you have the space for it, wriggle your shoulders underneath you and interlace your fingers behind your back. Press down into your feet, lift up into your outer hips. Breathe. Lower your hips down. If you want to stick with bridge pose, great, stay there. Otherwise, you can join me in an upward facing bow. All right, so for that action, you're going to place your hands right alongside your ears, about shoulder width apart, elbows pointing up to the sky. And you walk your feet in a little bit closer, everybody. Feet in as close to your butt as you can. Everyone together, hug your shins in, spiral your inner thighs down, and that should make your hips lift off the mat. Use that action to lift your hips up. Shins hug in, inner thighs spiral down, hips up. Keep lifting the hips. Press through your hands if you're going up, upward facing bow. Stay on your back if you're staying in your bridge pose. There's no right or wrong place to be, so breathe. In through your nose, out through your nose. If you're in your upward bow, please press to your feet. One more breath. And lower down. We're going to do one more back bend. We're going 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bridge or upward facing bow. Press it up. Shins hug in. Inner thighs spin down. Inner thighs spinning down will broaden the hips, maybe even make it feel like your legs are extended more. Press to your feet, press to your hands. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, please. Nice job, everybody. Please windshield wiper your knees from right to left a few times. Knees falling over to your left side. Look out over your right shoulder. If you want to stay where you are, you can. Or for a deeper twist, keep your legs just as they are. Roll over to your left side. Your legs stay just how they are. You're going to press up and turn your stomach towards the ground. Come onto your forearms. So I haven't moved my legs at all. My legs are going to stay just as they were, with my left foot right against my right thigh. Now I've got a twist going on. So instead of a pigeon pose, Derek, it's like you just roll up from your back onto your side. Your legs don't move at all. And then you come onto your forearms. So now you're twisting with your belly down. So prone twist. Slide your right leg back, Derek. And your right leg is just going to go back. Good, friends. Lower back down onto your back. If you're not there already. And switch sides. Knees over to your right, please. So for this, my knees aren't stacked. I've got them kind of splayed apart. I came from feet flat on the ground on my back to falling the knees to the side. And now my right foot is sort of at my left knee, my left thigh. My left thigh is a little bit further back from my right thigh. You can stay here or roll over to your right side and come up onto your forearms. Twisting now, belly down. When you're ready, come back down onto your back. Let's finish up. Happy baby. Grab your feet. Pull your knees wide and down. Rock it out a little bit, side to side. Stretch out through your legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. Take a big breath in. Shavasana. Lie back and relax. Nice job, everybody. Just take a moment. Find stillness. Find softness. Recognize the expansion of yourself in this moment. New knowledge, new capabilities, new understanding. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, please. You're welcome to stay on your back as long as you'd like. When you're ready to start moving more, stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out, exhale, let it go. Please bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock your way up to seated. With your hands together at your heart, please close your eyes. Let's take this moment just to feel the effect of our practice. All those rewards we receive from getting stronger, from moving with intention. The overarching connection that we all share is hopefully an expansion of our consciousness. What are we capable of? What do we learn? How do we see ourselves moving through this universe that we're a part of? You continue to expand blissfully into consciousness. You continue to expand your awareness with knowledge and action. Let's close with one Om. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale 4 Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, everyone. Great job today. As always, if you have comments, feedback, requests, anything at all you want to share, reach out to me, Stephen Arcos Yoga, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's also my website, stephenarcosyoga.com. If you have the ability to give, I so greatly appreciate it. Venmo is Stephen Arcos Yoga, and paypal.me/Stephen Arcos Yoga /Stephen Arcos Yoga. You can find me. If you have questions, please reach out, Stephen Arcos Yoga. Easy to remember. So thank you again for joining in today. Class is being recorded. If you'd like a copy of today's class, let me know and I'll get it out to you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again.